Wildlife Lens TV WLTV original documentary. Introduction. Title: Tiger, Shadow of the Forest. In the deepest forests of Asia, where sunlight fractures through ancient trees, and every sound carries meaning, there moves a presence rarely seen, yet always felt. A shadow. A signal. A sovereign. This is the tiger. For millions of years, this solitary hunter has ruled the wild, not through numbers, but through mastery. Not through noise, but through silence. Tonight, we follow the tiger's life. From birth to dominance, from hunger to hunt, from survival to legacy. This is not just a story of an animal. It is the story of power shaped by patience. Scene 1. The Silent King. In the deep forests of Asia, there is a presence rarely seen, yet always felt. A movement without sound. A shadow that commands attention. This is the tiger. Long before human civilizations carved paths through the wild, the tiger's ancestors walked vast prehistoric landscapes. Forests stretched endlessly. Prey was abundant. Survival demanded perfection. Over millions of years, the tiger evolved into something extraordinary. Not the fastest predator, not the largest, but the most precise. Its stripes were not decoration. They were camouflage. Its silence was not weakness. It was dominance refined. Unlike lions, tigers did not form prides. They became solitary because forests demand independence. Here, every sound carries consequence. Every mistake is fatal. The tiger learned to wait. And in waiting, it learned to rule. Scene 2, built to hunt every part of a tiger, is shaped by survival. Powerful shoulders store explosive strength. Retractable claws remain hidden until the final second. Soft padded paws erase sound from the forest floor. A tiger's territory can stretch for dozens of kilometers. It is marked with scent, scratches, and memory. Every path is known. Every sound cataloged. Intruders are not warned. They are measured. Most conflicts end before they begin, because dominance is understood long before blood is spilled. To control land is to control life itself. Scene 3. Giants of the same forest, tiger coexisting with other big animals. The tiger does not rule alone. In the great forests and grasslands of Asia, other giants move through the same shadows. Each powerful. Each dangerous. Each bound by an unspoken code of coexistence. An Asian elephant steps through the jungle, its footsteps shaking the earth. The tiger freezes. Not in fear, but in respect. An elephant is not prey. Its size, strength, and social bonds make it untouchable. So the tiger waits, silent, letting the giant pass. Nearby, a rhinoceros grazes, thick-skinned, nearly blind, yet unstoppable. The tiger knows better than to test such armor. This is not weakness. It is wisdom. Even the massive gar, Asia's largest wild cattle, commands caution. A single kick can kill. A charge can end a hunt before it begins. When paths cross, there is no battle. Only distance. In rare moments, a sloth bear or sun bear enters tiger territory. These encounters are tense. Both animals rear up, vocalize, assess. Most end with retreat. Because survival favors restraint. At riverbanks, crocodiles wait beneath the surface, ancient hunters like the tiger itself. Here, dominance shifts. A careless step could mean death. So the tiger drinks quickly and leaves. In this shared world, strength alone does not define survival. Understanding does. Scene 4. The tigress. Mother of the forest for the tigress. Life changes the moment her cubs are born. Blind. Helpless. No larger than house cats. She hides them deep within dense vegetation or rocky dens, places no rival can easily reach. For weeks, she does not hunt far. Hunger gnaws at her body, but she stays close. Because one mistake, one intruder, means everything is lost. When she leaves to hunt, it is fast and focused. She returns before dawn. Alert. Listening. At the smallest sound, she stands between danger and her cubs. If threatened, the tigress becomes something else entirely. She will face leopards, drive off bears, challenge other tigers, even males larger than herself. Because motherhood is her greatest strength. As the cubs grow, she teaches them patience before power. They watch her stalk. They follow her steps. They play, learning balance, speed, and restraint. Months later, she brings them to their first kill. They do not succeed. They stumble. They fail. She waits. Because survival cannot be rushed. After nearly 2 years, she begins to withdraw. Less affection. More distance. The forest must claim them now. Some will die. Some will leave. One may rise to claim territory. Her role ends quietly. But her legacy walks on striped paws. Scene 5. The last Rorons, more than 100,000 tigers roamed Asia. Today, only fragments remain, spread across India, Russia, Southeast Asia, and isolated rainforests. Roads divide their land. Poachers hunt their parts. Conflict pushes them closer to extinction. Yet hope survives. Protected reserves. Dedicated conservationists. Forests slowly healing. When a tiger survives, an entire ecosystem survives with it. The tiger is not just a predator. It is the balance of the wild. Dense forest sends a clear message. This land is guarded. Armed not for war, but for law, wildlife rangers walk the same paths once used by poachers. Each step reduces fear and restores balance. Scene 6. Tiger conservation. How governments protect the last giants. Scene 6. Anti-poaching enforcement. Protecting a tiger begins with presence. Every patrol through dense forest sends a clear message. This land is guarded. Armed not for war, but for law, wildlife rangers walk the same paths once used by poachers. Each step reduces fear and restores balance. Scene 6B. Technology monitoring. Modern conservation is powered by data. Camera traps silently record what humans rarely see. Movement, survival, new life. From these images, governments track populations, identify threats, and plan protection with precision. Scene 6C. Protected reserves. A tiger cannot survive without space. By setting aside vast protected reserves and buffer zones, governments give tigers what they need most: room to hunt, breed, and exist without conflict. Scene 6D, Law, Trade Control. Illegal wildlife trade fuels extinction. At checkpoints and borders, enforcement stops traffickers before they disappear into cities. Here, protection leaves the forest and enters the law. Scene 6E, Scientific Research. Science guides survival. With GPS collars and veterinary care, researchers followed tiger movements without interfering with their lives. Every data point becomes a shield against extinction. Scene 6F, Community Coexistence. True conservation includes people. Compensation programs, education, and wildlife-safe fencing reduce conflict. When communities benefit, tigers are no longer enemies. They become shared responsibility. Scene 6 grams, the outcome. Where protection is strong, tigers return. Each footprint in the soil is proof that conservation works. Which tiger moment moved you the most? The silent hunt, the mother's sacrifice, or coexisting with giants? Join WLTV for more cinematic wildlife stories.